Hello and welcome to B32. I'm very excited to be teaching this class. So this welcome video is going to accomplish just a couple of things. I'm going to introduce myself, I'm going to introduce the class, and I'm going to introduce our communication spaces. So I was trying to think of how to break this down, and I thought, okay, well, there's work, there's words, and there's wisdom. Let's see if I can share a little bit of that and not take too much time. I'm really bad on videos. You can play this at double speed if you want. Anyhow, my name's Debbie Curdy, and this is my backyard. I live in the foothills of the San Gabriel Mountains up in the high desert in a little town called Phelan, and I love it. Last year we had a super bloom. I don't know if we're going to get that this year, but the desert is just an amazing place. But I grew up in the Central Valley, went to Porterville High School, taught at Porterville College. I've spent plenty of time in Bakersfield, taught at Saracoso. Anyhow, so I've been around for a while. And I've been teaching online for over 20 years. So I have lots of tips and tricks that I like to share with you. So let's take a quick look at the work for the class. Let me do a screen share, show you what that's all about. And I'm not going to get too in depth because what I like to do at the beginning of every module is you will find an overview video. So I'm not going to actually go into any of the modules because the modules will have that for you. But the title of this class is Equity, Accessibility, and Humanizing Online Learning. And these are such critical things, especially the humanizing part. I mean, they're all super important. But we want to make our students feel welcome, feel capable, and feel known. And if we can do that, our success rates and our retention rates are just going to fly through the roof. So this says the welcome video will be posted. That's what I'm recording right now. So that's what's going to go right here. But if you look down here, you're going to see a link to the syllabus page. There's a link to communication information, support resources, and then the modules. Let me jump over to communication information really quick. I'm super accessible, like I'm easy to get a hold of in a lot of different ways. If we decide to meet in Zoom, well, we will have a couple of reflections built in where we're going to meet in Zoom as an option. Anyhow, this is where you'll connect to that and a direct link to my Zoom room here. My Google Voice, feel free to text me at any time. My hours are sort of like 9 to 9. Like if it's earlier than 9, I probably won't respond. And if it's after 9, I'm probably working on stuff. So I probably will respond actually. But anyhow, that's kind of a benchmark. And then Discord, we're going to get into that in a little bit. So if you do emails, please use this subject line. Use your actual name and not like your name, because I have students that actually do that. It's a little bit crazy, but put your actual name in there and send me a message. So the other thing to look at here are our module topics. So we're going to do the orientation module this week. And if you've taken B30, which I think you're supposed to have done, but if not, let me know. And B31, you know, the pace was pretty insane, pretty hectic. There's a lot of information to share with you and to get you to work on. In this class, that's relaxed a little bit. We're going over and going deeper on some topics we've already covered, and we're looking at something we've just touched upon and going very deep on that. And so module 1 and 2 are going to be 2-week modules. Module 3 is a 1-week module, and module 4 is a 2-week module. So our rhythm in this class is going to be quite a bit different than in the other classes. And when you click on Start Here Orientation, there'll be more information for what you need to do in that week. So let me stop, or let me switch sharing, or let me stop sharing for a minute. So that was the work. Let me talk about the words. We have 3 communication spaces, and in the orientation module, I go into some detail on this. So we have 3 communication spaces. We have Canvas. Canvas is the hub. That's where everything lives. That's where you'll find the assignments. That's where you'll find the resources. That's where you'll connect with discussion forums. That's the hub, okay? But then we have Discord, which I'll show you briefly in just a second. And Discord is an asynchronous chat space. And that's kind of the social glue of the class, all right? So that's where you can chat with other students. I am going to have you post a few things there just to get into practice if you're not used to what Discord is. And it's a good place. First of all, there's a help desk there, and I am on there all the time. So you're more than welcome to message me anytime you see me or message me anytime you don't see me. I chat with lots of students there. I use it for all of my own classes, And like I said, it really is the glue that holds the social learning piece of my classes together. A lot of students who have gone through these level up classes have decided to actually set up Discord servers for their own students and had a lot of fun with that too. So the third space is Zoom. And Zoom is obviously a synchronous space, and I use it to record stuff. That's what I'm recording right now is in Zoom. And if you have like a tech support problem, we could send 20 emails back and forth, or you could shoot me off a message in Discord, say, hey, can we meet in Zoom and get this figured out? It's so quick and easy to do screen shares. And I've been using, video software and chat software for like a very long time. And I've seen a lot of different things. And I really like Zoom. It's super easy to use. So our three spaces, Canvas is the hub, Discord is the social glue, and Zoom is just a really good place to talk and have conversations like this. So the last thing I want to share with you, I was going to share with you Discord. See, the other thing you should know is your videos don't have to be perfect, because mine certainly aren't. So when you drop into Discord, you'll jump into this window here, and I've got some information about, when you get to the Discord page about how to get set up. You'll jump in here and you'll just say, hey, I'm in section B32, whatever your section you're in. And then when I see that, I'll add you to the group so that you'll see our classes. And you can tell our classes because they have all little icons here. So you just look for EDUC B32 Curdy. It'll be super easy to find. And it's really not that complicated to use Discord. Sometimes people, like, I'm going to open the member list. Sometimes it looks a little cluttered, but you can really kind of close things down. Like there's a lot of things that'll be opened up when you first, well, you won't see some of this. A lot of things that are opened up, but you can use the arrows to kind of open and close, different categories to streamline that a little bit. So those are our communication spaces where the words are going to be. And I was stretching for a W because I was trying to get work, words, and wisdom. Anyhow, let me give you a little bit of wisdom. Here's my philosophy on teaching and learning and using technology. So I actually have a master's degree in educational technology. I consider myself an educational technologist because I really love it. I just love playing with tech. Like I try everything, but I only adopt it for my students and for myself if it furthers and benefits the teaching and learning process. So I might check it out and I might say, okay, well, I don't really know how I'm going to use this, but I have in the back of my head that it's available. And then some idea comes up later on. I'm like, there's that thing that I tried out 2 years ago that maybe that'll work. Let's try it. So I'm going to introduce to you something called the Try It. That's one of my favorite activities because everybody thinks you have to like totally redesign your class, or like if you want to build community, you have to do this big thing. And I'm here to tell you that building community and humanizing and all of these things are built in the small steps. Take an idea and try it. The worst thing that can happen is it doesn't work. And if it doesn't work, we'll help you troubleshoot it. And if it does work, we'll help you celebrate it. So try-its are going to be a big part. Just experimenting, exploring. I mean, we're teachers, right? Learning's what we do. Learning's what we help other people do. And it is a little weird and uncomfortable to be in the position of a learner, but it's really good. It's like the best thing you can do for your students is to reconnect with their experience. So that's the first bit of wisdom. Just try things out. The second bit of wisdom is be practical. Don't reinvent the wheel here. Take something you already have, you already do, you already know, and upgrade it, level it up just a little bit. All right. Add a widget, add a thing, try a new tech, just upgrade it. You're not having to redo the whole class. Take a unit, take a lesson, work on that. Okay. It's built in small steps. Like I used to teach Lego robotics, and Legos are perfect, right? You don't like, I saw a Lego kit for the Death Star. It's like ginormous. It's huge. My grandson has it actually, like Star Wars Death Star. You don't build the whole thing like all at once, right? You build the pieces, or it's like doing a puzzle. You like find the edges. You do the little bits at a time. And over time, it comes together and it builds something really interesting for your students. So try it, but be practical. The the last thing is focus on what you can do and don't worry about what you can't. I'm really flexible. I'm really approachable. You know, we have 8 kids. We have 3 grandchildren. We got one on the way. We've got dogs and cats, you know, a big life, some interesting adventures coming up. I get being busy. Okay. So just talk to me, connect with me. Let me know. I'm here to help you. Let me know how I can be useful on this journey that you're on. I am so excited that you're here because that means you want to learn something that will benefit your students. There's almost nothing that gets me more excited than good teaching. Like I love teaching, but good teaching in others gets me really excited. So I'm glad you're here. Make sure to touch base with me if you need to. Um, Discord's a great way. We'll get you in there and get you started and send me a message. You're not going to bug me like I'm there all the time. So have a good week and click all the buttons, push all the links, see what happens.